What is up guys and welcome back to my channel. My name is Toman and today's analysis video is going to be about the Premier League game between Chelsea and West Ham United. So Chelsea lined up in a 4-2-3-1 formation on paper, but their formation on the ground was mostly 4-3-3, and they also changed their formation to 4-3-1-2 in the second half. While West Ham United on the other hand also lined up in a 4-2-3-1 formation which mostly changed to a back 5 without possession. Chelsea could not have asked for a better start as they were 1-0 up inside the first 10 minutes. So this is how the two teams were lined up on the ground whenever Chelsea tried to build their play from the back. Sebastian Haller was pressing the centre-back on the ball, with Mark Noble covering Jorginho. Declan Rice and Soucek were covering N'Golo Kante and Mason Mount. The two West Ham wingers were trying to cover the two Chelsea fullbacks, and thus West Ham were trying to stop Chelsea's central passing options, but one of the centre-backs was mostly free to rotate possession. No pressure on the Chelsea centre-backs, but the midfielders are tightly man-marked, and as soon as the ball goes to one of the fullbacks, the West Ham wingers were ready to step out and start the touchline press. The central passing options were tightly marked, so Zuma is forced to go long and Chelsea lose possession. Here again, the central passing options are blocked. Pablo Fornals is ready to press Azpilicueta if Zuma decides to play the ball to Azpilicueta. So in order to free himself from the man-marking of Noble and Sebastian Haller, Jorginho started dropping in the defense to create a 3v2 position in the first phase of build-up. This way the Chelsea fullbacks were able to move up and force the West Ham wingers away from their defensive third, which gave the likes of Silva, Zuma and Jorginho the time and space to easily build the play. Azpilicueta moves up and takes away Fornals, and Jorginho drops in the defense, and now he has time and space to easily step out with the ball. Jorginho receives the ball, and Fornals is now left in a 1v2 position against Jorginho and Azpilicueta. Pablo Fornals is taken out, and Azpilicueta can now easily move up to help Chelsea in the build-up. Again, Jorginho dropping in the defense to create a 3v2 position in the first phase. Fornals is now again totally confused as he doesn't know whether to cover Mason Mount or step out and cover Azpilicueta. Pablo Fornals steps out to cover Azpilicueta, and Mason Mount can now easily receive the ball from Kurt Zouma. Since the midfielders were often tightly marked, so it was up to the front players to make things happen for Chelsea. Christian Pulisic, who was playing at the right wing, often started moving to the left wing as he tried to create an overload against the West Ham fullback with the help of Timo Werner. Mason Mount and N'Golo Kante were keeping Soucek and Declan Rice busy, so Pulisic was often able to drag the West Ham fullback out of his position to open the gap in the half space for the runs of Timo Werner. N'Golo Kante and Mason Mount are keeping Declan Rice and Soucek busy. Christian Pulisic moves to the left wing to create the overload against the fullback. Christian Pulisic is forcing the fullback to step out to open the space in the half space for the run of Timo Werner. The fullback was taken out by Christian Pulisic, and Timo Werner is now ready to exploit the space. Timo Werner actually made some very good runs behind the line, and most of the times Chelsea were unable to pick the runs of Timo Werner. Werner makes a very good run behind the line, but Pulisic could not see the run of Werner. It is true that Chelsea at times could not pick the runs of Timo Werner, but Werner also needs to do better with the chances that he is getting. He can't keep on missing these 1v1 chances. We know that crossing has been a big part of Chelsea's gameplay this season, and West Ham were well aware of Chelsea's threat from crosses. This is why the West Ham wingers were almost playing like wingbacks in this game, as they were trying to deny time and space to stop the Chelsea fullbacks from delivering crosses inside the box. The West Ham wingers were constantly dropping in the defense to help their fullbacks to stop Chelsea's crosses. The wingers were closely following the Chelsea fullbacks to deny them any time or space on the ball. And this is something that the Chelsea wingers were failing to replicate, and that gave West Ham the chance to easily isolate the Chelsea fullbacks in a 1v2 position. Bowen is forcing Emerson narrow, and Christian Pulisic fails to keep track of the fullback, who is now totally free to attack the wide area. Here again, Benrahma is forcing Azpilicueta narrow, and Cresswell is totally free to attack the wide area. Azpilicueta is again not getting any help from his wingers. And this is what West Ham United did throughout the game. Since the Chelsea wingers were not dropping and helping their fullbacks defensively, so West Ham tried to play lots of long passes to easily eliminate Chelsea's front line and help their fullbacks get into offensive positions. West Ham using lots of long passes to easily take out Chelsea's front player and to help the fullback get into crossing positions. Again, using the long pass to easily eliminate Timo Werner and isolating Emerson in a 1v2 position. West Ham were able to use this combination to play a total of 25 crosses, and they had some very good chances as well to score a few goals. But credit to the Chelsea defense, who did a brilliant job of defending these crosses and keeping the clean sheet. Chelsea badly needed the 3 points after suffering 2 back-to-back defeats. It was a good result for Chelsea, but Chelsea still need to do a lot of work. Thank you so much guys for watching the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please don't forget to like and subscribe.